Mm, 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 mm. Anyways, it's your fave, Lady K, and I'm back with another story time. Like, for some reason, story times have like stole me. Like, story time, I need you to share with my creative side because I got a lot of creative things that I need to do. This story time right here, as y'all can tell by the title, karma came and whoo, stopped the wind out of me. I'm talking real quick. Um, so I was dating this guy and I'm talking waist snatching, but look what I'm eating. So I was talking to this guy. We've been talking for a couple of years at the time. And we was over, but we wasn't over. He was still my little yay with the yay. Um, I know that he was seeing somebody else, but at the moment, I really wasn't seeing nobody else. Like, I was just, you know, trying to deal with what was at hand. So, my best friend, shouts out to her, like, she would, like, just come get me out of the house just so, you know, I could clear my head or whatever. And this particular night, I spent the night with her. And mind you, she stayed, I'll say, about 5 minutes away from this guy that I'm talking about. So we went to church. No, when I woke up that morning, I sent him a text message, maybe about 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, I know him like a book. Well, I knew him like a book at the time. So if he didn't respond by 10 o'clock, he got company. Because by 10 o'clock, he's up. 12 o'clock came, no response. 2 o'clock came, no response. 5 o'clock came, no response. So at this point, I know he got company because he would normally respond by 10 o'clock. So we went to church, and this was a Sunday. We went to church, and we go to her house after. We eat seafood. We have Sunday dinner. Nice time for me to go home. At this point, it's probably about 6, 7 o'clock. So I stayed like maybe 30, 40 minutes away from her. So I was like, okay, well, I'll drive myself home. We had her car, so I was like, well, I'll drive home, and then you could drive back. She like, okay. Now, she don't know what's in the back of my mind. I'm about to ride past this house, because if I told her to ride, she wouldn't did it. So I tricked her by telling her, I'm sorry, best friend, I tricked you. But I tricked her by letting her know that, you know, I'll drive to my house, and then you could just drive back. I'm like, best friend, let me swing out here real quick. So she like, okay. So we pull up. It's a car in front of the door. Now, mind you, I know this boy. Well, at the time, I knew this boy. His people house, they never have company. If it's a vehicle outside, the vehicle is for him. So I pull up. I said, oh, really? Now, I don't know who car in front of the door, but I know it's a car in front of the door, and this is a female car. This ain't no man car. So I get out. I call him. He don't answer. Call him again. He don't answer. So I get out. I go ring the doorbell. So ring the doorbell, ring the doorbell, ring the doorbell. Somebody come. Finally, somebody come. It's him. So I say, what you doing? He got this look on his face like, oh, man. He like, nothing. I'm like, so this what we doing? He like, what you mean? I'm like, you got company? He like, no, that's for my people. Long as I known you, you have never, your people have never had company. Anytime a vehicle is out front, it's for you. I say, why you lying? He just looked at me. He would never tell me who vehicle that was. He like he was blown. So I don't remember exactly what I had on, but I know I had on slides. I went to my best friend vehicle and I put on my sneakers because I'm about to fight this girl. And I'm going to tell y'all why I want to fight her in just a second. So I open the car door. I grab my sneakers. My girl, she's like, what you want? I put my sneakers on because I'm about to beat this. At this time, I was cussing. I was like, I'm about to beat this blah. She like, what? I was like, I'm about to beat this. That's her car. So she like, no, you not. Get back in this car. So I shut the door. I put my sneakers on. And I woke up. I say, tell her to come out the door. He like, what you talking about? I'm like, tell her to come out the door. I know that's her. Tell her to come out the door. Tell her to come out the door. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm on 10. I'm past 10. Like, I'm on 30 at this point. Like, I'm like, my blood is boiling. Like, I'm just ready. I just want to bim and get it over with. Now, the backstory on why I want to fight her, and that was my first time actually running into her. Like, I didn't run into her because I never saw her and he never let her come out the door. But I wanted to fight her because she was going around town, like, telling all kind of little nasty rumors about me. And at the time, I didn't realize that she was doing it to, like, get to him or, like, get to me and make me mad or whatever like that. Like, at the time, I was just caught up in why you going around spreading these lies. Like, every time you see one of my friends, you will tell them something. You will see somebody who you think know me, you will tell them something, and it will always get back to me. And at one point, I wasn't letting it bother me. But I'm like, why is this girl, going around spreading all these nasty rumors about me or whatever? Well, she was spreading rumors. But it wasn't like rumors, like crazy stuff. It was more so like delusional type stuff or whatever. So I want to fight. Tell her to come out the door. She had so much to say about me. Tell her to come out the door. He wouldn't never tell her to come out the door. So he look at my best friend. He like, why did you bring her around here? My best friend like, I did not bring her around here. I said, you don't have to explain nothing to him. I said, she ain't brought me around here. I'm grown. I'm driving. He was so upset that I called that girl to his house. Now, mind you, he told me that they was talking, but he told me it wasn't nothing like that. I would have never known how deep they was if I would have never pulled up around his house. Now, don't think I'm crazy because I pulled up to this boy's house, but like, he was still my little yay with her yay. So I could have pulled up, I don't even think my feelings were hurt at that moment. Like, I was more mad and wanted to take her head off more than anything. So I finally leave. He never let her come out the door. I don't know if she knew I was out there or not, but I finally leave, and me and my best friend, we talk about it the whole way. No, let me write this thing. My best friend, she don't curse. At the time, she wasn't cursing. She got a that giggle. She talking about her best friend. I don't know what you got going on, but you are not about to. She tried to get me. I looked her dead in her face. I said, I understand what you're saying, but I'm about to beat her mother. I ain't want to hear nothing of what she was saying. What? And you was one of the people that she was telling all kind of stuff? Oh, it's up and it's stuck. But he would never let her come out the door. So, it is what it is. I finally was like, whatever, I'm about to go home. So, this cotton candy is so good. Side note. This cotton, I don't know if I just ain't had cotton candy in a long time, but this cotton candy is so good. Anyways, so a couple of months done passed. I would say maybe 5-6 months done passed. So I started talking to this guy, and he was a really dope guy. Really adventurous, sweetheart. Yeah, really dope guy. So me and him started talking, and I had a dream. Now, mind you, I had a dream that we was at his house, and me and this girl was fighting. I really couldn't see her face or anything like that. I just know she was on the bottom step, I was on the top step, and he was in between us, and we both swinging at each other. So I called one of my sisters up. I'm like, sis, I had a dream that I was at a boy's house, and what we gonna call him? We gonna call him, we gotta give him a name. And we gotta give this new girl a name too. So we gonna call him, Doug. And we gonna call her Keisha. We'll call her Keisha. So my dream, I never really saw Keisha's face, but I'm guessing this was Keisha. So Keisha was on one set, I was on the highest set, and Doug was in the middle. So we both swing and hit him, trying to get to each other. So my sister, she was like, Man, sis, you know what you just been through. Like, you gotta let the past go, let the past be the past. Like, she gave me this whole rundown. It's like you gotta let the past be the past. You gotta focus on the future. Like, let that go. You probably only had that dream because what you and old boy been through or whatever. So I'm like, okay, you know, I let it go or whatever. But now, this is the thing about my dreams. When I have dreams, my dreams be legit. Like, they happen. If they don't happen with me, it happen with somebody around me. So my dreams, they be legit. But I said, okay, I'm gonna let it go. So I'm at Doug's house. Me and Doug, we chilling. We done fell asleep. In the mirror. Now, I wouldn't sleep hard. I ain't hear no key turning at that door. I ain't crazy. Doug's house wasn't that big. You could hear a key turn though. I ain't hear no key turning the door. I look in the mirror. I see a girl. So I close my eyes. And I'm like, am I dreaming? I'm like, I gotta be dreaming. So I didn't hear him move, jump, or nothing. Then I felt him jump. When he jumped up. I'm like, oh man. So them two got their little words going on or whatever. And I'm grabbing my stuff because my dream that popped in my head, like, me and this girl about to go at it. We about to go at it. All I can think about is my dream with me and her, you know, going back and forth. So I grab my stuff and I leave. And as I'm leaving out, she like, y'all together? I say, ask your man if that's who he's supposed to be. So I leave out. About 2 minutes later, he called me. He like, can you come back? I'm like, nah, I don't need to be in that. He like, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, I don't need to be a part of that. You go ahead and handle that. He like, but she gone. I'm like, huh? So I turn back around. Now, to get into Doug's little apartment complex, you either had to call his phone, or either you could sneak in behind somebody. So I get back to the little keypad thing to call his phone. So I call his phone. He buzzed me in. There's a vehicle behind me. Imagine, I don't know what kind of car she drives. So like where he stayed at, you could see the entrance of the apartment complex or whatever. So he like, who in that car behind you? I'm like, oh, I don't know. So as we get a little closer, he like, I think that's her. So I'm like, oh. So I didn't turn to go down his street. No, I turned to go down his street and she kept going straight. So I backed up and followed behind her. I was like, oh, so she driving blah, blah, blah with a paper tag. He like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Well, it's her. So she go all the way around somewhere. I don't know where she went at, but I ended up coming back and I was like, I'm just about to leave. I ain't got time for this. I'm not about to be fighting nobody about you. Like, I really don't know you like that. I don't know what y'all got going on. You could be lying to me. You could be lying to her. I don't know. But I ain't about to deal with it. So I leave. My phone go to ringing. It's the number. So I'm like, hello. She going off of me. Oh, you could come right around here because if you want to fight, we can fight. And blah, 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 blah. She like, oh, because you said we living there. She just going on a whole rampage. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm not gonna argue with you because I just really met a dude. Like, I don't really know dude like that to be fussing with you. Like, he really could be having something going on with you. I don't know. Because I just been in a whole situation where me and the dude was still kicking it and he made it seem like it wasn't nothing. So, you know, I'm not about to fuss with you, sis. Nope. At this point. So I told him he had to get his lock changed. He got his lock changed. So I'm back at his house again. He done got his lock changed or whatever. The doorbell rings. So he go open the door. At this time, girl got a homegirl with a girl bad. Girl wanna fight me now. Girl trying to get around him to fight me, and I'm just sitting there chilling. She didn't know that I had my gun on me. I ain't about to fight y'all. No. Because at this point right here, you know about me. He told you to leave. He didn't tell me to leave. He told you to leave. So at this point, if it is something with y'all, oh, I feel like my hair is messing up. So at this point, if it is something with y'all, it's no longer nothing with y'all because he didn't tell me to leave. He asked you to leave. Then on top of that, y'all really went together because when I first went there, I did my check. Because you know, anytime a female goes to a dude house and he said he ain't got nobody, oh, we got to use the restroom. And we really ain't got to use the restroom because we not going to use the restroom until we extremely comfortable to being at your house. So our first time being at your house using the restroom, oh, we trying to check to see if it's a female that live here. It was no trace of you. So sis, what are you talking about? Where you get this from where y'all together and you live there? How you live there and there's no clothes there? In the closet is nothing of yours. In the dresser drawers is nothing of yours. In the restroom is nothing of yours. It's not a soap that belongs to a female. It's not a sanitary napkin that belongs to a female. It's not a toothbrush. Everything in there is mint. And he had a whole batch in the bag. I'm sorry. So since you live well, you making yourself look real stupid right now. But it's cool. I'm gonna keep paying her. So she get calling me all these names, and after it was all over and done with, he asked me, he was like, how you remain so calm through all that? I was like, because I just been through the same thing, so I understand how she feel. He was like, but we both agreed. I said, yeah. We both agreed to not be with each other no either. I said, so I understand how she feel and where she's coming from. I said, what I wasn't gonna do was argue with her and fuss with her because I really don't know where y'all two stand. I said the only difference is I didn't see the girl that my ex was with at the time. I just know she was in there. I said, so I understand how she feeling, where she coming from. But when I tell y'all, I felt so bad. Like, I had to call my ex-dude up and apologize to him. Like, I apologize for that whole chaos that I caused. Like, Karma just came back and slapped me. He like, what you talking about? I explained it to him. He like, well, I'm sorry you had to go through that. Whatever. And we just kind of left it at that. But I'm telling y'all this story just to let y'all know that be mindful of how you treat people. Because I'm telling you, nowadays, karma is coming back extremely fast. And from that day forward, I promise, I have not did nothing crazy to nobody. I have not mistreated nobody. Although, girl, should have got her head taken off because she was going and saying all kind of stuff about me. I let it go. I left it alone. Other girl, I still haven't run into her yet. But if I do run into her, like, I don't want to fight her nothing. But I might, you know, like, have a little talk with her. But yeah, I say this to say, be careful how you treat people because karma is coming back. I'm telling you, that thing came back to me in like 5 or 6 months. And it wasn't a nice sight. And I felt that girl pain. Like, I felt her pain. So, yeah. And another thing, don't be around here fighting about no man. Like, at the end of the day, I could say that girl was going around saying they stuff about me. It's true, she was. But at the end of the day, it was really about a man. Don't be around here fighting about no man. Like, we queens. If anything, we should sit down and have a discussion and talk this out and see, eliminate the common denominator because clearly the man is. Now, I wanted to talk with old girl because, like I said, I understand where she was coming from. But when I wanted to talk to her, she didn't want to talk. She was fussing at me. She was cussing at me. She was calling me every name in the book besides the child of God. So when she wanted to talk, I was like, oh, baby, ain't nothing to talk about. Because when I had wanted to talk to you, when I want to talk to you like a woman, you ain't want to talk to me, so ain't nothing to talk about. And I'm going to hold up. And that was the end of that. But we can't be around here fighting about no man. We got to stop allowing men to get us to the point of wanting to fight the next female. And y'all can say, oh, I fight about my respect, blah, blah, blah. Baby, it ain't about respect because at the end of the day, if that man wasn't playing both of y'all, y'all wouldn't even be beefing. Y'all probably wouldn't even know each other. Because I know I ain't know neither one of them until these jokers was involved. But that's enough of this story. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I got some more stories coming. Like I said, story time is really like getting the best of me. But I do got a DIY project after this. Like, once this video get posted, I'm gonna post a DIY project. And I think that's about it. Remember, peace, love, and blessings. and ow, ow.